the shadows where the evil looks and calls. Dragons rise from ashes, breaking down the walls. With a fire in their hearts, they ignite the night. The will of a demon in the heavens blight. Vengeance is mine, no escape from my throne. Face my wrath, you'll see how seeds are sown. Dragon's blood runs deep, hear the battle drums. In the scare of shadows, some of the wicked come. Fight to live or die, the night's fierce embrace. And in a world of fury, I'll carve my place. I'll carve my place. The ground trembles, your silence is the prey. Fighting back the darkness, I'm here to slay. Devil's fury.
Sword of Ryota, released on May 7th, 2018. The character roster consists of 12 characters. The story takes place near the end of the Muromachi era and in between the Sengoku period. As a child, Jin Takashiya trained under his father Mitsurugi Takashiya in swordplay. The weapon his father wields, the Ryota blade, is known as one of the 7 war blades that was used in ancient wars. Known for its mystical powers, many sought after its powers for evil purposes. Mitsurugi Takashiya, an honorable samurai, was given the responsibility to seal the blade after a long battle against those who wished to corrupt it. One day, a warlord by the name of Kazuo Aono approached him with an ultimatum. Kazuo challenged Mitsurugi by ordering his soldiers to destroy the Nakamura village. Mitsurugi agrees to Kazuo's ultimatum that if he wins, Kazuo leaves the village, but if Kazuo wins, Mitsurugi dies, and the rest of the village gets destroyed. However, Kazuo won by slitting Mitsurugi's throat, killing him. During the massacre, Kazuo breaks the seal of the Ryota blade and takes the sword. Raised by his mother in poverty, Jin becomes a thief in order to survive. Over time, he becomes a fugitive on the run from authorities. One day, he meets a young woman named Akame Kurano, who is revealed to be an inhabitant of the village that was destroyed by Kazuo all those years ago. She explains that she was a student of Jin's father. Akame also points out Jin's lack of training and questions his lineage. Still on the run, they both travel the land and fight against many adversaries like Seishiro Mizuki. Akame clashes against him, believing that he was sent by Kazuo to kill her. Seishiro escapes, leaving Akame on high alert. Meanwhile, Kazuo gathers his subordinates with the intentions to attack Hiroshima Castle and take over. During their journey, Jin and Akame find themselves fighting against a necromancer named Kishi-O-Rin. This vile beast has the desire to eat them. Akame defeats him, and Kishi, injured, swears revenge. Elsewhere at the northern mountains, Shido Takashiya, Jin's older half-demon brother, meditates and senses the Ryota blade. He covets the blade, willing to eliminate anyone who stands in his way. As a child, he witnessed Mitsurugi slay his mother, not knowing the reason. Growing up, Shido attempted to kill his father. However, he couldn't defeat him despite his demon lineage. Faking his death, Shido joined Kazuo. He told Kazuo about the Sword of Ryota and its powers, tempting to get the blade. However, Shido's main objective is to have Kazuo kill Mitsurugi and then Shido kill him in order to get the blade for himself. Shido's goal is to become a full demon and take over the land, mirroring Kazuo's ambitions but far more corrupt. After fulfilling his mission to assassinate a castle lord, he senses the Ryota blade and learns about his brother Jin Takashiya and Akame's travels. Jin meets Shido and the two clash. Shido informs Jin that they're brothers, much to Akame's surprise. Apparently, Akame and Shido know each other working under the guise of Kazuo's apprentices. Hayato Mizuki, one of the Imperial Guards, challenged Shido as Jin and Akame escapes. Jin questions Akame about Shido's accusations towards her being a subordinate to Kazuo. Akame reveals the truth to Jin and the two fight, ultimately Akame defeating him. She apologizes to Jin as he's laid unconscious and leaves to find Kazuo on her own. Jin awakens and learns that Akame has escaped. Now at a dilemma, Jin questions his own abilities. While looking Akame, Jin encounters a woman named Hokuto Hakushima, who offers assistance to help him look for Akame and battle against Kazuo Aono. She also tells him to not give up. While training and looking for a way to get to Akame's location, they're confronted by a vengeful Kishi Orin, whom Akame defeated a few weeks earlier. Growing rather frustrated, Jin kills him, much to Hokuto's surprise. Meanwhile, Kazuo begins to use the sword of Ryota's power to become a supernatural being. A few days later, Jin and Hokuto arrive at Iono Castle. However, they're confronted by Shido. Shido draws out his sword, calling for a rematch. The two brothers clash for a while. With a stroke of luck, Jin chops Shido's right arm, leaving him incapacitated, much to Shido's shock and annoyance. Shido withdraws from the battle site as Jin proceeds to look for Akame, who has been captured by Kazuo. Elsewhere, Hokuto defeats the soldiers, and much to her surprise, she is confronted by the Dark Priestess Tsubaki Hakushima, Hokuto's mother. Tsubaki tries to persuade Hokuto to join her, but Hokuto refuses, leading the two to do battle, with ultimately Hokuto defeating her. Shido reveals to Jin that he suggested Kazuo kill their father, having his true objective to have the Ryota blade and kill Kazuo when the time was right. Jin fights through the soldiers, eventually confronting Kazuo Aono himself. Akame, relieved to see Jin alive, tells him to leave, but Kazuo challenges Jin after seeing a resemblance of Mitsurugi Takashiya. Using the Ryota blade's powers, Kazuo morphed into a demon. Now knowing the truth with Kazuo, the Imperial Guards Hayato and Seishiro assist them in taking down Kazuo's minions. The final battle ends as Jin takes the Ryota blades and decapitates Kazuo's head. As they travel back to await their trial, Jin and Akame were acquitted for their crimes after the Lord of the Castle learns the truth about Kazuo's actions and their heroic efforts. He let them go, but they must never return. Meanwhile, Hokuto started living in the Hiroshima Castle as an apprentice. On their way leaving the region, Jin and Akame were given back their weapons. Jin notices the Ryota blade glowing momentarily. A week later, Jin trains in a secluded area, hoping to master the sword his father passed down to him.